Welcome to the Explainer. So, if you spend hours slumped over a desk or scrolling on your phone, you probably feel like you're literally shrinking. Well, today we've got a fantastic, gentle, and totally beginner-friendly morning warm-up routine pulled directly from recent fitness material to help you reverse that exact feeling. We're going to walk through a safe, incredibly effective stretching routine that you can easily do first thing in the morning. But hey, before we start stretching, let's address the elephant in the room. This routine actually comes from a highly popular Grow Taller yoga concept. And, that leads us to a burning question straight from the source material. Can you actually grow taller once you're in your late 20s or beyond? I mean, it's a huge claim, right? Let's take a look at what's physically possible. I absolutely love the honest admission here. The source states, quote, "There is no single supplement or single exercise that can help you to increase your skeletal height. It's all about genetics." It's absolutely crucial to highlight this right out of the gate. We're debunking the grow taller myth right here, right now, just so we can set realistic expectations. But here's what is really interesting: how this completely reframes our ultimate goal. See, we aren't trying to magically lengthen our bones. Like we said, that's purely genetics. Instead, we're focusing on posture and alignment. By relaxing and releasing all that built-up tension caught between your joints and muscles, you're effectively unshrinking yourself. When you finally fix that slump, you naturally appear taller, leaner, and way more aligned. Okay, let's quickly dive into our roadmap. Today we're covering 1. The truth about growing taller, 2. Standing warm-up and balance, 3. Safe spinal floor work, 4. Relaxing your back, and finally, 5. The real benefits of practice. We're keeping this super low pressure for beginners, focusing heavily on safety every step of the way. Section 1. The truth about growing taller. Setting realistic goals. We've busted the myth, and now we know exactly what we're actively tackling today, which is our posture. Moving right along to Section 2, standing warm-up and balance, awakening the body. We're going to start really slow here. And remember, you don't need any special equipment for this, just yourself and a mat. Let's see how we gently wake up the body. So the crucial thing here is keeping it super simple to loosen up. You'll start by standing shoulder-width apart, extend your hands back, then bend forward, and this is key, with a straight spine. Exhale as you bend down and inhale as you come back up. Then just extend your hands up and lift your whole body towards the sky. Give it a really big stretch, inhaling as you extend and exhaling as you come back down. It's really all about waking up that spine. Now, let's see how this builds into our first balanced posture, which is the tree pose. For this one, you'll want to engage your right leg muscle and really squeeze those glutes. Honestly, that is the absolute secret to stabilizing yourself. Once you feel stable, place your left foot on your inner thigh. And hey, if you can't reach the thigh, no worries at all, just place it right next to your right foot. But wait, please notice the big red warning here. This is a vital safety rule for beginners. Never, ever place your foot directly on your knee. Pushing against that joint in tree pose can actually severely damage your kneecap over time. Always place it above the knee on the thigh or below the knee on the calf or ankle. We definitely want to protect those joints. You'll just hold this pose for 4 deep breaths and then gently switch to the left leg. All right, Section 3, safe spinal floor work, opening the chest and back. We're moving down to the mat now, and the focus shifts entirely to spinal mobility, safely opening up that chest and back. First up on the floor is the classic bridge. This is a foundational, completely beginner-friendly pose, and it's designed specifically to open up your chest, back, and spine. It really is the perfect preparation for the slightly deeper stretches we'll be tackling next. Pay super close attention to this specific safety check. You place your hands on the mat, sure, but you must ensure your middle fingers are actually touching your heels. This specific alignment protects your knees. Once you're set, simply lift your hips to keep your body in a straight line, inhaling and exhaling deeply. Try repeating this about 10 times to really prep the spine. After the bridge, the routine progresses to the wheel pose. Now, I won't lie, this is an intense stretch where you push into your hands and feet to lift your entire body. As a beginner, the absolute most important thing to keep in mind here is that there's no rush. Seriously, take your time adjusting your position and taking slow, steady breaths. For the setup, double-check that those middle fingers touch your heels. Then, place your hands underneath your shoulders. Inhale, push, and lift up. But guys, the biggest safety check for the wheel pose is actually step 4, coming out of it. You must slowly slide back down in this specific order. head first, then your neck, then your spine, and finally your lower back. This is absolutely crucial to protect your delicate cervical spine from injury. Because that was such an intense stretch, we immediately move into section 4, relaxing your back, releasing tension. It is so deeply important to enter a recovery phase here and release any tension built up in the lower back after doing that kind of back-bending work. To recover, simply grab your knees and pull them close to your chest. Don't force it, just let gravity take over and relax your body. After that, you'll flip over for Cobra pose, hands under shoulders, elbows tucked tightly into your body. Inhale and lift your upper body. And oh, here's a totally surprising bonus from the source material. Cobra pose is not only great for the back, but it actively helps slim down the arms. So if you feel a little burn in the triceps, keep going. It is definitely worth it. Next up, you'll simply push yourself back into child's pose. You just sit back on your legs, extend your hands out to the front, and rest your forehead or chin on the ground. Because this entire routine is so heavily focused on spinal movement, really working that spine, chest, and back, this beautiful resting posture is absolutely vital for fully relaxing the spine before we finish up. All right, our final stretch is a seated forward bend. Notice the difference between these two forms. The ideal pose involves pulling your chest all the way to the ground and reaching your toes. But if you're a beginner, just look at the modification. It is completely okay if you can't reach your toes. Just rest your hands on your shins or your knees. The only rule here, and I mean the absolute golden rule for safety, is that you must bend down with a straight back. Never, ever hunch your shoulders just to reach further. And that brings us to our final section, the real benefits of practice. Why this matters. We've done the warm-up, we've stayed safe, but why does all of this actually matter? How does this tie back to our initial goal of appearing taller? Well, the crucial point is this. Doing this routine regularly yields some incredible tangible benefits. You aren't changing your genetics, sure, but you are significantly improving your posture, you're releasing deep, stubborn tension in your joints, spinal discs, and muscles. This process sculpts a beautiful body shape and develops long, lean muscles. When you stand up after this routine, you literally will physically appear taller simply because you're no longer compressed by bad posture. If you do this regularly, you will absolutely see and feel the changes in your body, which leaves us with just one question. Are you ready to unshrink your spine tomorrow morning? Try waking up just a little bit early. Roll out a mat, keep those safety tips top of mind, and see how much taller you feel by breakfast. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and keep learning.